I want to completely reframe how you think about boundaries, because I think we've been getting them wrong. Most of us think of boundaries as walls, something you put up after you've been hurt, something defensive, something that makes people see you as difficult. But what if boundaries aren't walls at all? What if they're architecture? Here's the difference, and it's everything. Walls are reactive. Something bad happens, someone oversteps, you burn out, you get hurt, and you close off so it won't happen again. That's defense. That's after the fact. Architecture is proactive. You know what matters to you, your peace, your energy, your time, your health, and you design protection around it before there's a crisis. That's intention, and that's design. Walls are built from fear. Architecture is built from clarity. Same boundaries on the outside, but completely different energy underneath. I had this completely backwards for most of my life, and I think a lot of you will recognize this pattern. I had thick walls around vulnerability. Nobody, and I mean nobody, got to see me struggle. I handled everything myself. Needing help felt like weakness. Receiving support felt uncomfortable. Letting someone see the real me, not happening. But my time, wide open. My energy, anyone could access it. My peace, I didn't even think to protect it. I was closed where I needed to be soft, keeping people at a distance to protect an image, and wide open where I desperately needed structure. Letting work, expectations, and everyone else's priorities drain me dry. And here's what that cost me. My first marriage ended, not in some dramatic explosion, but slowly, because I never let my husband see the real me. He got the capable version, the polished version, and you can't build intimacy behind a wall. By the time I realized what was happening, we were strangers. Meanwhile, my career had unlimited access to my energy, my time, my health, everything that actually mattered. No boundaries, no architecture, just open doors everywhere I couldn't afford them. That's not intentional design. That's survival patterns from old wounds doing the designing for you. So what changed? I started building architecture instead of walls. My morning routine was the first piece: exercise, meditation, journaling, and planning. And I learned the hard way over years that if I don't move my body first thing, it won't happen. The day swallows it. And when I miss that routine, everything's off all day. That routine isn't discipline, it's architecture. It protects my clarity before anyone else gets a vote. The pause practice I taught last week, it's architecture. Let me think about it instead of an automatic yes. That tiny sentence protects my right to actually choose. Not being available around the clock, it's also architecture. The version of me who answered emails at midnight would be appalled, but that woman was building from fear. I'm trying to build from something different. Now, something I hear constantly from high-achieving women when we talk about boundaries, I should be able to handle more. Needing boundaries means I'm not strong enough. So let me challenge that, because there's a distinction here that matters. Everything you think is good about perfectionism, your drive, your standards, your attention to detail, your commitment to quality, that's not actually perfectionism. That's excellentism. Excellentism is growth-focused. It comes from curiosity and genuine care for your craft. Perfectionism is fear-focused. It comes from the terror of being criticized, of being found out, or of not being enough. Boundaries don't mean you're not capable. Boundaries mean you're building sustainably. That's excellentism, not weakness. And it's how things actually last. So I want you to think about this. Where do you have walls where you actually need softness? Places you're protecting an image that keeps the right people out? And where are you wide open where you need some architecture? places where your time, your energy, your peace are unprotected. You don't have to overhaul everything at once. Start with one structure to build, one wall to soften. That's enough to change how your week feels. So here's my question. Where are you closed, where you need to be soft? And where are you wide open, where you need some architecture? If you want to see the whole picture, subscribe to the alignment letter. The link is in my bio, and you can download our free resource this month called Blueprint. It's free, and it helps you see where your life is aligned and where it's asking for redesign. And if you're a woman who's ready to do this work in community, real tools, real conversations, women who are done performing and ready to design, the collective is where that happens. It's $97 a month, and it's where these ideas become practice. The link is also in my bio. And next week, we're bringing it all together: integration, the ripple effect, and what happens when you start designing across all 8 pillars at once. You're not behind, you're building. I'll see you next week.